Hello, welcome to my channel. For this video, I want to discuss about momentum and impulse from IGCSE physics past paper. Okay, for the first question, two objects x and y move directly towards each other, and then they say that the object have the same mass, and then the velocity of object x is 5, and then to the right, and object y has a velocity 3, and then to the left. And then object x and object y collide and stick together. And then the question is, what is the velocity after colliding? So this one is a question about the collision. So we use formula of momentum before collision equals to momentum after collision. So the formula of momentum is mass times velocity. Okay, so we see the condition first. Before collision have two objects that x and y, and then x have the velocity that the direction into the right, and then y have a velocity that direction into the left. So we write mx times ux, because this one is the velocity before collision, so the symbol is u, and then plus my times uy equals to momentum of the collision. The condition is object x and y collide and stick together. So the object x and object y stick together, and with the velocity that we want to find it. So we can write it become mx plus my, because they stick together, and then the speed is v. And then from the equation, that the object is the same mass. So we can let mx is m, and then the speed of x is 5. And then for the speed of velocity, we have to see the direction, because this one is in the right, so this one is positive. So m times 5 plus the mass y same, so we write m times the velocity of y is 3, because this one is go to the left, so this one is negative. So right it, if right is positive, if left is negative. So times -3. So this one is m plus m times v. So this one become 5m minus 3m equals 2m v. So 2m equals 2m v. So v equals to 2m over 2m equals to 1. 1 actually is positive, so positive is to the right. So 1 meter per second to the right. So for this one, the question is, the answer is B. Okay. And then for the next one, an object mass 4 kg is moving with a velocity 3 meters per second in straight line. What is the momentum of the object? So for this one, just we use the formula momentum P equals to mass times velocity. So we see the unit already in SI unit. So we just insert it. So the mass is 4, and the velocity is 3. So become 12 kg m over s. So the answer is C. And the next one, a moving ball with a momentum 25 kg m over second collide head-on with a wall. It rebounds from the wall with the same speed but in the opposite direction. The time of collision is 50 milliseconds. What is the average force exerted on the wall by the ball during the collision? So for this question, we have to find the momentum first. So the momentum from the equation is 25, but because this one is rebounds, because of rebound, so the momentum is twice. So momentum is 2 times 25, so 50 kg m over second. And then what is the relative with the force, with the momentum? So impulse is equals to the momentum. So we can find force is from the impulse. The formula of impulse is force times time. So we can write it impulse equals F times T. So impulse equals to momentum. So momentum is 50. So 50 equals the force they want to find. And then the time. So the time we have in the SI unit. The SI unit is seconds. So this one we have to times 10 to the power negative 3. So become 0.05 second. So times 0.05. So force equals to 50 over 0.05. So this one is become 1000 Newton. So for this one, the answer is D. Okay, for the next question. The mass of the ball is 4 kg. The girl exerts a force on the ball for 0.6 seconds. And then the speed increases from 0 to 12 meters per second. And then for the first question, the momentum of the ball on leaving the girl's hand. So we want to find the momentum. So momentum, the formula is mass times velocity. So mass of the ball is 4. And then they say that on leaving the girl's hand, so the speed is from 12 to 0. So we have to find the changing first. So 12 minus 0. So 4 times 12. So 48. And then the unit is kg m over second. So this one, 48 kg m over second. And the next one, the average resultant force exerted on the ball. So this one we use the formula of impulse because impulse equals to momentum. So impulse is force times time. So impulse we can use momentum value. So 48 equals to the force that we want to find, and then the time is 0.6. So force equals to 48 over 0.6. So 80 Newton. Okay. After that, underline a pair of quantities which must be multiplied together to calculate impulse. So the formula of impulse just now is force times time. So force and time. And then for B, a collision between two blocks A and B on a smooth horizontal surface. And then before the collision, the block A, the mass is 2.4, and then have the velocity to the right 3 meters per second, and then the mass B is 1.2, but mass B, block B is at the right, at the rest. And then after the collision, blocks A and B stick together and move with velocity f, v. And then calculate the momentum of block A before the collision. So we want to find the momentum before collision. So we write momentum A, PA equals to MA times UA, because before collision. So the mass A is 2.4. So 2.4 times the velocity A is at here is 3, because to the right is positive. So 2.4 times 3 is 7.2. And then the unit is kg m over second. And then next question. They want to find the velocity, the v. So they want to find the velocity after collision. So for this one, we write momentum before collision. So momentum before collision equals to momentum after collision. So the concept of this one, like just now questions. So this one we write MA times UA plus MB times UB. And then the after collision, just now the blocks is stick together, so the mass is plus it. So MA plus MB times the velocity. And then the mass A is 2.4. So 2.4, and then the velocity is 3, and then the mass B is 1.2, and then the velocity of B is at the rest. So at the rest means that the velocity is 0. And then, so 2.4 plus 1.2 times V. So this one is 7.2 plus 0 equals to 3.6 V. So 3.6 V equals to 7.2. So V equals to 7.2 divided by 3.6. So equals to 2 meters per second. And then number 3, the impulse experienced by block B during the collision. So they want to ask or to find the impulse by block B during the collision. So impulse is, the formula is force times time. Or impulse is equals to momentum. But here we don't have the force, we don't have the time, so we use the momentum of block B. So we write mb times the velocity of B. So the mass B is 1.2, and then the changing speed of the B is from here 2, and then the before collision is 0, so 2 minus 0. So after collision minus the before collision. So 1.2 times 2. So 2.4 kg m over s. And then suggest why the total kinetic energy of blocks A and B after the collision is less than the kinetic energy of block A before collision. This one is because after collision have heat energy or thermal energy. So heat or thermal energy, or maybe a sound energy produced. Sound energy produced after the collision. Okay, for this video until here, thank you. Bye.